Respecting the public emotions, the second autopsy will be done tomorrow. That is Tuesday on around 7:30 a.m. on Guwahati Medical College. So this is the latest updates that we are getting from the Chief Minister directly for the second autopsy, regarding the second autopsy of Zubeen Garg.
Though, before I let you go, when is the cremation likely then? Will that delay the cremation?
Slightly the cremation might be delayed because the cremation is also scheduled to happen tomorrow somewhere in the noon, but this might delay the cremation process by a bit, but like if my sources are to be believed, then the autopsy will be carried out smoothly at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, and after that the body will be the mortal remains of Zubeen Garg will be taken for cremation at Kamarkuchi near Guwahati.
All right, Hriday, thank you for much joining us on the top of 7 o'clock. Let's bring in our top story now. Political parties are positioning themselves around GST 2.0 with both competition and consensus, in fact, shaping the discourse. The ruling BJP frames GST 2.0 as a Navratri gift to the poor and the middle class, highlighting simplified slabs, rate cuts on essential goods, and a boost to Atmanirbhar Bharat as a major economic reform. Prime Minister Modi presents it as a continuation of India's decade-long economic progress and a savings festival to increase disposable incomes and consumption. The opposition, especially the Congress, has countered it by branding GST 2.0 as growth-suppressing tax, criticizing the delayed reforms and complex slab structures introduced earlier. In fact, the Congress says that the benefits are modest relative to the tax revenues collection and questions whether the reform will indeed stimulate the private investment that the government is hoping for. Parties like the Trinamool Congress have claimed credit for pushing GST reforms on their terms, viewing it as an issue of political ownership and federal balance. And despite the political sparring, all major parties emphasize that GST as a national reform achieved through federal consensus, while the GST Council makes all of them a stakeholder in this process. First up the story, and then I bring in the guests.
A new day and a new regime of goods and services tax rolls out into effect. Led by the Prime Minister, the ruling alliance celebrates festive bonanza in GST for Aam Aadmi.
आज से देश में नेक्स्ट जनरेशन जीएसटी रिफॉर्म्स लागू हुए हैं। जीएसटी बचत उत्सव की शुरुआत हुई है। त्योहारों के इस मौसम में जनता जनार्दन को ये डबल बोनांजा मिला है।
Led by Congress, opposition took a dig at the GST 2.0 rollout.
हम मांग करते रहे जीएसटी में सुधार लाइए, दूसरा अवतार जीएसटी का लाइए, उन्होंने बात सुनी नहीं। ट्रंप के टैरिफ के बाद तारीफ नहीं मिली ट्रंप से, पर टैरिफ मिली। जब टैरिफ मिला और मुसीबत आई, मजबूरी में उनको ये नया जीएसटी सिस्टम लाना पड़ा।
कुछ हमारे जो राजनीतिक दल हैं जिनका रिकॉर्ड हमेशा विरोध करने वाली नीडल में वहाँ फंसा रहा है, उनको शायद समझ नहीं आ रही है। जयराम जी को मुझे लगता है कि कोई एक कंसल्टिंग कंपनी को हायर करके अपने लिए और अपने लीडर के लिए कुछ नए मुद्दे ढूंढने चाहिए।
Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav on his social media handle took a swipe at the BJP government, asking whether GST collections over the past 8 years have gone. Trinamool Congress has long been engaged in a credit war with the centre, claiming that the GST reforms owe their credit to the opposition party. Harping on that same line, the West Bengal Chief Minister accused the BJP-led government of taking undue credit for lowering the taxes.
ভারতবর্ষে প্রথম চিঠিটা লিখেছিলাম আমি, এবং আমাদের অর্থমন্ত্রী এটা জিএসটি কাউন্সিলে ফাইট করেছিল। সেদিন ওরা আমাদের কথা শোনেনি, এবং এখন যখন হলো আপনারা কি জানেন সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্টের কোনো কন্ট্রিবিউশন নেই এতে? আমাদের রাজ্যের কন্ট্রিবিউশন, কারণ এইটা করতে গিয়ে আমাদের 20,000 কোটি টাকা জিএসটিতে রেভিনিউ লস হলো।
Opposition ruled Tamil Nadu delayed revising the price of state-run dairy Avin ghee. After criticism from the BJP, the state government passed an order allowing the company to revise ghee prices. The price of 1 kilogram of Avin ghee is expected to come down from 700 rupees to 660 rupees. While the government celebrates the GST 2.0, opposition is calling the reforms a mere band-aid, terming it as Gabbar Singh tax and a growth-suppressing tax. Bureau Report, India Today.
Joining me on the show tonight, Dr. Ajoy Kumar, National Spokesperson of the Congress, Aparajita Sarangi, Member of Parliament of the BJP, Salim Dharan, is Spokesperson of the DMK. Dr. Ajoy Kumar, you and other political parties in opposition who have governments in various states are a stakeholder to ensure that this GST is a success. My question then is, why are you dismissing these reforms as suppressing tax?
No. I think first question is the misreading of the whole approach of the Congress. We've been saying for the past 8 years, you are having one of the worst tax structure in the country. You had to rationalize it. That's what we've been saying right from beginning. And for the past 8 years, Marya, you extorted 55 lakh crores. The government took away 55 lakh crores from the people's pocket. When the 2017, when the reforms were passed, we were asking them to simplify it. You tell us what was our stand when we gave a dissenting note. That
But
you must
Dr.
have
Ajoy
minimum.
Kumar, Der aaye durust aaye. You
No,
should
one
be,
second.
you should be happy that even though it is delayed, but it has happened nevertheless.
No,
Let's
there's
bring
no debate on
Aparajita
that.
Sarangi on the screen also.
No,
please.
one sec. Marya, first question is, I think the simplifying the tax, there's no debate on it. But to rock for 9 years and then to say that I brought it and so you must congratulate me, because there's so many other reforms. So GST is one part of the reform, and Aparajita ji, I'll just finish in 30 seconds. Whether simplifying this tax is a good idea, yes, it's a good idea. We were telling for 8 years, no, there I drusta, that's okay. But don't go saying that we did the greatest job. You're supposed to have done it earlier. And it is just a part of a lot of reforms which are needed. And I hope the government has the good sense to continue to do it. I mean, that's my first perspective. And please remember what our Congress leaders, from Mr. Gandhi to everybody, said on that. Simplified. They refuse to listen to us till Trump.
Yes, okay. So if it is simplified, you should be, it's goods and simple tax, but it's not really suppressing tax. So certainly that phrasing may not be appropriate at this point, when the general sense among the public is that they are trying to understand how it will benefit them. Salim Dharan, earlier today there was some chaos, particularly with regards to the dairy product. Has that been sorted out?
See, firstly, there are a lot of problems with the GST. Of course, we've now gone to 2 slabs, which is not bad. But why do we have so much complication to begin with? Right? And in fact, even if you look at the GST Council, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, right? These 4 states contribute to about 50% of India's GST collections, 50% of India's GST collections. But when it comes to GST Council, these 4 states have only 8% of the votes. So no resolution has been able to be passed in the GST Council until and unless the union government is not interested. Right? Because the union government has 33% vote share. So you need 75% to pass anything in GST Council, which means without the interest of the union government, nothing can be passed in the GST Council. And the GST contributing states do not have a voice. And which is why you have problems like this. Why is the dairy problem happening? Because you don't listen to states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Telangana, which are
No, but other states haven't said. Other states haven't really joined this chorus of concern.
See, I'm saying Tamil Nadu contributes to about 15% of India's GST collections. Okay. So you need to listen to us in the beginning itself. No, that's the whole point. That's why these problems happen. And more importantly, the more pertinent point is the opposition parties from 2017 onwards has been saying the GST is regressive taxation, indirect taxation burden on the people should be low. 2025 they do it, which means for 8 years we stood right. So why did they not listen to us 8 years back? So now economy is in doldrums, right? Why did that happen?
Even
Because
if
they
it
did not
is
listen to us.
delayed, Salim Dharnidharan, it has happened. So perhaps even now, the entire political class can
Justice
speak
delayed
in
is
one
justice
voice and
denied.
said, no, this isn't really justice right now, which we are talking about. No courtroom business here, Salim Dharnidharan. But certainly, when it is happening, when Navratri has started, it is happening at the time when the festive season has begun. So let's build that mood in which we'll be celebrating these tax. Of course, you know, for an Aam Aadmi, for the middle class, they're trying to decode it as to how much it will impact their budget. I'm coming to you, Dr. Joy Kumar, but before that, Aparajita Sarangi, you know, the states, opposition parties, all of them want credit. Please give credit to them so that these reforms are a success.
It's a great day for all of us, September 22, 2025. We are aware of the fact that the government of India, led by Prime Minister Modi, has rolled out the next generation GST reforms in the country. And actually, Nagrik Devo Bhava. Everything is for the 140 crore Indians. And those who are opposing the next generation GST reforms are actually speaking against the interests of these 140 crore people. I say with all conviction at my command. Now, here are certain critics talking to us and, you know, talking in various drawing rooms here and there. But I must tell you that they are habitual critics, one, and number two, they are suffering from a disease called cynicism. You remember, Marya, in 2017, when GST had been rolled out by the government led by Prime Minister Modi, there were around 50 kinds of taxes imposed on people, on the consumers. And imagine the kind of chaos that all of us were in. And people were suffering. And then GST was brought in, one nation, one tax. See, this government focuses on efficiency, focuses on the benefits that would go to the citizens. So I think it's a great initiative by the government of Prime Minister Modi. We all should actually, you know, clap for this particular initiative, and we are aware of the fact that most of the rates have come down to 5% and 18%, barring some demerit goods, which are in that 40% bracket, which I think should be there. So I think simplifying the whole thing is the biggest thing which has happened.
Number one says that these are growth suppressing tax. You may have certain expectations.
See, when
with
we are
this rollout,
decreasing,
but will the, you know, the agenda or the target be achieved is the question.
Of course. See, what is the target? Right now, the GDP of India is about 330 lakh crore. We are all aware of that. Now, as far as this 330 lakh crore rupees is concerned, 202 lakh crore constitutes the consumption. Now, in 23-24, I must tell you, Marya, this consumption amount was rupees 181 lakh crore. In just 1 year, 23-24 to 24-25, there was 12% increase, and now we are at 202 lakh rupees, 202 lakh crore rupees consumption. Now, with this kind of intervention, when we are bringing down, we are reducing the tax rates, naturally the consumption will increase. Naturally, there will be more of demand. Naturally, there will be more of projects and there will be more of investment. So I think all of us must understand a little bit of economics, if not more. Now, I must place before you certain figures. Now, UPA 1 we are talking of, UPA 2 we are talking of the period prior to 2017. Cement, 30% GST rate. It has come down to 18% this time. Sanitary napkins, 18% to 0%. Imagine the kind of relief to the girls and women. Fridge, TV, everything has come down. Detergent, 30 to 5%. Coffee, 30 to 5%.
Okay, let me bring in
30 to 5%.
Okay.
So what am I trying to tell you
got
is
your point.
that
Yes.
there is absolute relief to the consumers, and all of us need to celebrate
No one
this.
disagrees.
But
See, firstly, no one disagrees with GDP growth, but we'll have to look at the per capita GDP. Per capita GDP of
per
India
capita
is
GDP.
below Bangladesh. right? Per capita GDP, we are in 100 or 120. And also, Madam spoke about demand side intervention, right? So there are two ways in which you can have intervention: supply side intervention and demand side intervention. This union government reduced corporate taxes and increased fuel taxes. Then we said supply side intervention will not work. Then the BJP came and said, no. Supply side intervention will work because corporates will have a lot of money to invest in factories, so factories will be built, factories will employ people. But then because of very high indirect taxes like GST and fuel excise duty, what happened was demand has collapsed. Now they're saying demand side intervention. And then they're saying basic economics. This is what we've been saying for 8 years. But the point is you should do more. We've never denied this. The 8 years we've been saying this.
Do more.
Even Nobel lawyers have been saying this.
Okay,
More
so do more is the point that is being made here.
What about
I'm
inequality?
coming to you.
What about inequality? Right?
Yes.
Thomas Piketty, economists, say that India's inequality currently is much worse than
Can
what
I
was
come in, Marya, for a second?
Yes, ma'am, quickly, 30 seconds. And then I'll go to Ajoy Kumar. Please go ahead.
Yes. You know what? We must acknowledge and appreciate the fact that in the last 11 years, under the dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister, about 25 crore people have come over to the new middle class. So I think this new middle class will definitely prosper and will definitely celebrate. And we are all there to understand and acknowledge the kind of reforms that have been brought in. These are called next generation reforms. And this is definitely best for the citizens in the present context.
So there are few problems with the BJP. First of all is the GST Council. They are, genetically credit chore. I mean, Aparijita ji, other minister, finance minister, one sec, there were other finance ministers, the whole GST Council. You don't even have the courtesy to thank the others. So it's your nature. First question, the BJP, not you means BJP. Second, your chief minister, the present prime minister, who was singing so much of paeans, which I'm feeling, I would, if I was not from Congress, I would have got terribly moved by your dedication. The most important thing, he opposed GST when he was chief minister of Gujarat, regularly. Fortunately, TV is there, recording is there, tweets are there. Third important part is you guys gave so much of credit to the whole economy sitting on government expenditure. Private, you reduce tax, private companies are still not investing. What my colleague also said was the most important part is you robbed for 55 lakh crores from the people of India for 8 years. Now you're saying that the great prime minister has reduced cost. Another thing, comparison of prices. Yeah, gas was 400 rupees when we were there, it's now 1,000 rupees. Those are not logical comparisons. Petrol was 60 rupees, now it is 100 rupees. Cement was some 300 bucks, now it is 700. That kind of comparison, madam, in a 10-year period is most fundamentally wrong economics.
I have just enough time for Aparajita Sarangi's last comments. Aparajita Sarangi, the finance minister said that she is thankful to all the states that they came on board. I think you should also extend the same courtesy. Perhaps Dr. Ajoy Kumar will, and all of us will end this discussion with a smile.
No,
give them credit. Give them credit.
I say with all humility, but with a great deal of emphasis, that the proposal, this entire next generation proposal was drafted by the government, placed in the 56th GST Council, and the GST Council understood the logic of it. The members of the GST Council, they of course need to be thanked because they behaved with maturity, they looked into the logic of the whole thing, and they assented to the proposal of the government. So I think all of us, it's a collective effort that went into it, and we all have won. So I think
we
there
are
should be
ending on a
grace
happy
on
note.
part of these opposition parties to acknowledge and appreciate the good work.
Navratri has begun, so I can see Dr. Ajoy Kumar also smiles, so everybody is smiling, and that is the way this discussion will be ending. So thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Ajoy Kumar. Yes, happy Navratri to all the viewers as well. Aparajita Sarangi and Salim Dharnidharan. A quick break, and coming up would be another controversy which has rocked the Tirupati Devastham temple in Andhra Pradesh. BJP leader has accused several YSRCP leaders and temple officials of orchestrating 100 crore theft from the donation box of the Tirupati temple. This, they allege, happened during the tenure of the previous chief minister, that is Jagan Mohan Reddy. We'll get you details when we return. Stay with us.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you. विराज रायचंद स्टील।
आपने वरदान स्टील का नाम सुना होगा।
ऑफ कोर्स। आप मिस्टर वरदान के बेटे हैं?
नहीं।
छोटे भाई?
नहीं।
दामाद?
नहीं।
फिर?
शेयर होल्डर। सही टाइम पे उनके शेयर्स खरीदे, तभी आज मैं यहाँ हूँ।
जो आगे की सोचते हैं ग्रो करते हैं। डाउनलोड ग्रो फॉर स्टॉक्स, म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड IPO।
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
सर, ड्राई बेरी पुलाव टू गुड। गुड नो? Hey, why are you giving him such looks? Ignore tips and use your own mind before you order. Lots of people give unsolicited stock tips. It can be dangerous. Study the company and the risk associated. Invest only after analysis.
An investor awareness initiative by SEBI.
I choose a world where we dream and the limit is the sky, and this world is my home where I'm living my best.
Mindfully crafted home decor fabrics. Sansar, a D-Decor brand. Live consciously.
ये आपकी रक्षा के लिए और ये आपकी रक्षा के लिए।
अरे ये क्या है?
ये आपकी रक्षा के लिए और ये घर की रक्षा के लिए।
न जले न पिघले, घर घर को सेफ बनाए। अपार अणुशक्ति फायर प्रोटेक्ट वायर।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
Hello Moto, do the moto.
Motorola Edge 60 Pro, the true flagship killer. Grab Motorola Edge 60 Pro today.
Hi, here are the top headlines presented by Motorola. PM Modi launches Rupees 5,100 crore projects in Arunachal Pradesh. New GST rates rolled out nationwide with 2 slabs. Big setback for Jacqueline. Supreme Court dismissed plea in money laundering case.
India Today Conclave Mumbai 2025. September 25 and 26, Mumbai. Book your seat now.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
विराज रायचंद
स्टील। आपने वरदान स्टील का नाम सुना होगा।
ऑफ कोर्स। आप मिस्टर वरदान के बेटे हैं?
नहीं।
छोटे भाई?
नहीं।
दामाद?
नहीं।
फिर?
शेयर होल्डर। सही टाइम पे उनके शेयर्स खरीदे, तभी आज मैं यहाँ हूँ।
जो आगे की सोचते हैं ग्रो करते हैं। डाउनलोड ग्रो फॉर स्टॉक्स, म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड IPO।
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
Hello, Moto. Do the Moto Moto.
Motorola Edge 60 Pro, the true flagship killer.
See, BJP is dividing people. Congress party wants to unite people. We, on the request of various, including us, we requested, and my party high command was very kind enough to hear to the grievances, and we are given an opportunity to all of them to raise their consent. Whoever have been affected, some of them said that they have not been taken care, they have not been properly registered. So we are given an opportunity to all of them. But some of them tell that time is very short, but let us see. We will go, even in the scheduled caste issue also, we gave the sufficient time.
The Congress government, in the name of caste census, is trying to do dirty politics, trying to encourage conversion. You are trying to encourage conversion, retaining the caste, and you can get converted. It is not allowed. It is not permitted. So immediately we are urging this government to drop those nomenclature.
Welcome back. A storm has erupted over allegations of 100 crore loot from the donation box at the Tirumala temple during the previous YSRCP government. In fact, a CCTV footage has been released by the BJP which shows a temple staffer stealing cash from the box, with claims that funds were diverted to real estate and even the residence of former Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy. The Andhra Pradesh High Court has ordered a CID probe amidst calls for a CBI inquiry as political tensions rise in the state. Here's the update.
The Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, with a net worth estimated at 3 lakh crore rupees, receives over 50,000 devotees daily. It garners 1,400 crore rupees annually through offerings, gold and precious items from worshippers. But this video can shake the trust of devotees. The video, which has now gone viral, is from the Tirumala Tirupati temple in Andhra Pradesh. Bhanu Prakash Reddy, who is also a Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam member, claimed that temple staffer Ravi Kumar stole cash from the donation box. The video shows a man pocketing what appears to be a bundle of dollars. Bhanu Prakash Reddy alleged that over 100 crore rupees was stolen from the temple during the previous YSRCP government, calling it the biggest theft in the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam history.
100 crores Parakamani scam had taken place during YCP period. Despite years of theft, crores of rupees was invested in real estate using the looted money.
Andhra Pradesh IT Minister Narendra Lokesh echoed the allegations accusing the YRCP of looting pilgrims and investing the money in real estate.
Money was stolen from the Parakamani while counting. The entire thing was brushed under the carpet. Karunakar Reddy himself was involved in the entire thing.
The YSRCP rubbished the allegations and demanded a CBI probe into the allegations.
YSR Congress Party strongly condemns the reckless attempts of Chandrababu Naidu and Nara Lokesh to misuse the sacred Tirumala temple for their dirty politics. Instead of acknowledging the facts, the Naidu and Mr. Lokesh are twisting the truth.
The Andhra Pradesh High Court has ordered a CID probe into allegations of foreign currency theft and Benami property deals involving TTD officials, police and political leaders. The Tirupati Devasthanam was earlier rocked by charges of using adulterated ghee in laddus, with the ruling TDP going all guns blazing at the YRCP, accusing it of masterminding the entire scam during Jagan Reddy's rule.
While the Andhra Pradesh High Court has now taken up the case and moved it further, transferring the case to the CID, the YSRCP, strongly hitting back, has demanded for a CBI inquiry, saying this is nothing but the TDP-led NDA government's political vendetta, playing with the feelings of the public. With video journalist Prasad, Apurva Jayachandran, India Today.
And joining me on the show tonight, Dr. Pula Rao is a political analyst. We have Deepak Reddy, national spokesperson of the TDP. We'll be joined by Mr. Bharat Ram, national spokesperson of the YSRCP in just a bit. Deepak Reddy, what evidence can the TDP present to prove that the looted money was invested in real estate and funneled to the residence of the former Chief Minister Jagan Reddy? And how does this implicate the YSRCP leadership directly?
Very good evening, Baba. We have seen earlier in the Laddu incident what has happened. So prima facie, we know the mentality of the earlier YCP government. I would like to start off by showing this visual. This is the foundation stone, the stone which was put before the Parakamani building by Jagan Mohan Reddy. And the plan they hatched is that the money what they would be removing from there would go into the market, and through that they would be investing into real estate. And when the vigilance,
but on what basis are you making these allegations, Mr. Deepak Reddy? These are in the realm of allegations. Political parties cannot just look at the sequence of events on their own basis. And we all know how the entire issue of the laddus backfired.
I'm exactly coming to that. The visual which you are showing on the screen, the vigilance department has actually booked a case, and the case was booked and this person was picked up. His entire family was called to the police station, and the family said, we don't know that this man is stealing like this, and tentatively more than 100 crores worth of properties were uncovered in the initial inquiry. So what's interesting here is then Bhumala Karunakar Reddy got involved, saved this person, got the case removed. I don't know. Once the vigilance has clearly found that theft has taken place.
No, but how does that link to? How does it link to the former Chief Minister?
Former Chief Minister's relative is Bhumala Karunakar Reddy, who was the chairman then, and this gentleman and Jagan Mohan Reddy's family are practicing Christians. They have no respect for these Hindu institutions. Not one. Incident after incident is coming out like this. When more than 700 practicing Christians were working in the temple and several complaints were given, no action was taken by them. So this is something,
Mr. Bharat
they have done it deliberately. That is what is painful.
Given the former TTD's, the chairman's statement that theft at Tirumala have occurred over 20 years, which includes YSRCP regime as well, how does the party then plan to address what is a systemic issue rather than just the current allegations?
Yeah, thanks for having me on this show. The world has to know how this TDP people are using the sacred Tirumala temple for this political dirty politics and their political foul play. And YSR Congress Party strongly condemns the reckless attempts by Mr. Lokesh and the Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. They have came into power. It's been almost 16 to 17 months. We are asking, where is the vigilance report? If any theft happens, they're directly involving the government, the previous government. I still don't understand what kind of proofs do they have. If they have done the vigilance inquiry, they have to showcase the vigilance report. Why not they showing it? If they have guts and challenging right on your show, show the vigilance inquiry report. So you are
the question is also, before I bring in Dr. Pulla Rao, Deepak Reddy, how did such a massive scam happen under the watch of the TTD management? And can the government, which is your government, reassure millions of devotees that temple donations are safe and sanctity is being maintained now?
Let me make it absolutely clear. Our Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu ji on n number of occasions have said after coming out of that attack by the Naxalites, I owe my life, my rebirth to Lord Venkateshwara. And I will do everything in my
don't give me a running commentary.
Sanctity of the Lord. Here, the point here is, Mr. Bharat, you need to answer.
Yeah, you have to come with the facts.
When this person was caught and he was brought to the police station, and in the preliminary inquiry, more than 100 crores property was identified. Why was the case withdrawn? Isn't it collusion? Isn't it cover up? Isn't it that your people were all part of it? This is.
No. The question is, when was the case withdrawn? Give me the timeline here. When was the case withdrawn?
The case was withdrawn during the YCP time, ma'am.
Okay. So the case is withdrawn during your tenure, Mr. Bharat Ram. So the question then is,
the issue is that these guys have become thieves of thieves. They stole from the thief itself. Can you believe the complacency?
No. You have to give me time. The facts are very clear. In April 2023, TTD Vigilance has caught an employee, that Ravi Kumar, red-handedly for stealing some foreign currency from Srivari Hundi. The theft was exposed, and it is completely, the Vigilance Department has inquired very transparently.
No,
under
but that's
the
your government.
Yeah.
That's your government. So, the problem here is that we are looking at what is clearly misappropriation of temple donations, which is especially in religious institutions as significant as Tirumala, and it should not be a subject of political bickering and the manner in which it is happening. So, Dr. Pulla Rao, why is Tirumala temple becoming almost like the centerpiece of what is playing out as a battle between the YSRCP and the TDP? First, the entire, the Laddu controversy and of course, and now this one.
One, by design or by accident, you have taken up this issue on the 100th anniversary of when the British took over this temple. Then they handed it over to our politicians in 1947. Yes, they have increased amenities, but there's a stink of corruption everywhere. Everybody knows it. And, to the question you asked, why are they taking up this issue against each other? I feel sad. I know both the gentlemen. Perhaps a lack of imagination. This is the only issue they can find. Number two, corruption is endemic. Everybody knows it. How can you catch somebody? You say someone is corrupt till he is caught. I asked my two friends, can I buy a pass to go to Tirumala from one of the guys who sell those passes? I can. I stopped going 10, 12 years ago out of piety. But common people are into this situation. They believe in this God. They go there. They have to take darshan. They put money in the hundi. And then, yes, and I only find fault, Mr. Deepak. Is this the only one corrupt fellow, this Ravi Kumar? He's not. Stumbling money through his dhoti. Be more imaginative. Start an artificial intelligence. Test everybody there. You see, if you want to catch corruption, do it on a big